Let's cross now to SABC News reporter Mthethwa for an update on this story. And she is in Ekurhuleni, where the disruptions are expected. Mbalenhle, good morning. We heard their tough talk from the MEC, but what's the situation like in Germiston, where you are?
Well, Sakina, the situation remains the same as we left it late last night when we spoke to the MEC for Roads and Transport. It would seem as though the call has been heeded by taxi operators in Ekurhuleni. Here in Germiston, there are no taxis, and I'm going to step out of the shot just to show you what is happening here. Now, this is a time when usually you would see people, commuters rather, traveling, coming in and out and making their way to their various destinations, some of them going to work and so on. And today it's a different situation, and the different situation is that it's quiet. There are no taxis, and it would seem as though commuters have been left stranded. I'm actually walking away from the camera person in order to speak to some of the people who are affected by this. Hi sir, how are you doing?
All right, and you,
I'm good. Can you please come closer to the camera for us? Are you a commuter? Are you a commuter, sir?
Yes.
You are. And how are you going to get to work? Do you have any alternative transportation at this point?
No, I don't have a transport. Man. I don't know how to get to work because I'm still trying to call my boss now. I don't know what's going on. There is no taxi. I don't know how to get to the work. So it's like that.
Yeah. And yesterday, were you ever affected by this strike yesterday?
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you when it happened?
I was at Centurion.
Okay. And how did you go home?
I just to hike. Man.
Okay. There you have it. One of the commuters saying that they had to hike yesterday. You'll remember that the announcement was made late in the afternoon yesterday, leaving many commuters who had traveled in the morning using taxis to go to work stranded and forced to find alternative means and modes of transportation to make it back to their respective homes. Those we spoke to in Kempton Park yesterday complained about having to use trains, saying that they are not safe, and they feared for their lives and they feared for their safeties on the trains. And they said that they also had tried to use e-hailing services. However, the prices had escalated unreasonably so. I'm going to try and get someone else. Mama ungasibalekeli. There you have it. More people. Sondela mama siyabonga. Yes, sondela mama, sondela sizwe. Mama, awusixoxela. Njengoba nje usendleleni nje emsebenzini uhamba ngani?
Hayi bengithi ngiyobheka itrain abantu baningi kakhulu manje ngiyajika ngibuyele endlini ngeke ngikhone because mangizokwehla station bazongiphusha ngibuyele phakathi ngeke ngikwazi mina. Ngibuyele endlini manje.
Okay, there you have it. One of the commuters saying that she has tried to use the train services, and she says that there are so many people there, and unfortunately she cannot bear the weight, and she is going to go back home and call the boss and let the bosses know that she's not going to be able to go to work today. So it would seem as though the situation remains the same, despite the MEC saying that they would try to find alternatives. Now, you will remember that interview that we did with the chairperson for SANTACO in Ekurhuleni, saying that they would continue to strike until the Minister of Transport comes down to speak to them and releases the vehicles that he says that have been impounded by the law enforcement authorities here in Ekurhuleni. And the reason that this strike is happening and this protest action is happening is because of those vehicles that have been impounded. While the MEC says there are only 17 vehicles that have been impounded, the SANTACO in Ekurhuleni says 60 vehicles are being impounded on a daily basis, and they feel that they are being targeted by law enforcement officials who are calling or demanding operating licenses that have not been issued by the department. However, the MEC has disputed this, saying that the vehicles that were impounded were not operating within the confines of the law.